Hello, hello. I think I'm about 2 minutes late. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hello, hello. Oops. Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl Patricia on this Success Sunday. How are you guys? Come on in the room. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Miss Dominique. What's up? My business bestie. Hey, girl, I just see every time I think of your song that, forgive me, I did not finish. Got a little your business bestie. I'm sorry. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in the room. Hello, what's up, Miss Emily? Look, are you doing something you ain't got no business? Emily. Hey, what's up? What's up? Come on in the room. This is your girl Patricia of JourneyToBestMe.com. Yes, we do have to finish. I'm going to be working on that. I promise. So hold me to my promise. And for everybody that's listening, I promised Dominique that I will create her song, her theme song for your business bestie. Oh, so hold me to that promise. So we can get her rocking with her theme song, wherever she go, that's her intro. So hold me to it. So I'm going to get it, hold me to that. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Come on in the room. This is your girl, Patricia, once again, of JourneyToBestMe.com. As I say, spilling the tea. And the tea that I'm talking about is the tea about Patricia, me, Patricia Wright, Journey to Best Me, what it's all about, and who is it for. But more importantly, as well, on this Success Sunday, sharing the 4 key pillars that help you stop living by default. As I declared this year, the hashtag no more living by default. It is more than just a hashtag. That is the key thing, though, I'm using this year. But of course, it's more than about a hashtag. So think about it. When you see that, or when you hear me say that, no more living by default, what does that mean to you? What does that spark in you? Like I say, I'll be sharing those 4 key pillars. And the 4 key pillars that I'm talking about actually come from my book that I wrote about over 2 years ago. It's a little small, quick, short read that I wrote. And actually the name of the book is Unleash Your Highest You, 4 Key Pillars to Be Your Best Self and Live Your Best Life. So that's what I'll be talking about. But let me get back to sharing the tea. Thank you, Emily, for sharing. Like I say, don't forget, share this out, share this broadcast, because like I say, it may not be for you, but may just be for someone what I'm going to share this evening. And go ahead and get started on this Sunday evening. Like I say, thank you guys for joining. Oh, okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for showing up. I know our time is precious, so I thank you for your time. Thank you for being here, supporting me as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you guys. Like I say, sharing. Hi, John. How are you on this Sunday evening, rather? Like I say, I'm sharing the tea, and the tea, it's about me, Patricia Wright, Journey to Best Me. What is Journey to Best Me about, and who do I serve? But just a little bit about me. I know because some new, I've shared this, have a video out, I think on my YouTube page. I haven't got the title of it. But on my YouTube account, I think I do have a video as well. But I just want to reiterate. So if you're watching this now or watching the replay, of course, my name is Patricia Wright, and I am the founder of Journey to Best Me, actually Journey to Best Me LLC, and of course, JourneyToBestMe.com. But a little bit about me going back. Of course, I'm the youngest of 3 children, born and raised in a little small country town, Moscow, not Moscow, Russia, but Moscow, Tennessee. About an hour away from Memphis, Tennessee. So that's the major city, of course. And as far as I can remember as a little girl, growing up and even my teenage years, I wanted something different. And I didn't let, my environment or my upbringing stop me from that something different. I had that desire since I can remember. Of course, God put that desire in me, and you may be at the same place, have a desire, you're meant for more, you're wanting more. Maybe you just don't know how to pursue it, or maybe you're afraid to pursue it because your immediate circle, there's no support there, or there's no welcoming to pursue your dream, your more, that desire, that deep burning desire that you have. But as I say, And because of that, have you ever been the one, teased, or because you wanted something different, or you did something different that was not the norm, that was not in your immediate circle? Because I remember, reading as a teenager, reading Teen Magazine. Who can remember that? Teen Magazine, and they used to have the homemade facials. And of course, I would test them out and do the facials. And of course, I was teased, have you anybody heard that, oh, you trying to be white? I heard that a few times, and which I hate. I'm like, what is that? And say that now because, I've experienced some things. I had the pleasure, opportunity, and the blessing to experience some things. And it's like, and I know that's kind of tradition or what come from handed down, or you're not experiencing. And that's what one of the key things is: broaden your experience, broaden your environment, your circle. Like I say, that's not white, or not wanting to go outside in the summertime because it's hot. I'm not one for just being outside in the summertime, and that ain't got nothing to do with white. It's just hot as heck out there in the summertime. Of course, this is the South. It's hot as heck, and I ain't just trying to be out there and be, forgive me, blue black. Just not. And I know that I burn easily. So, but anyway, like I say, growing up, I've always had that desire for something more, something different than what I saw in my immediate circle. And in reason I say that is because my parents, of course, hardworking parents. Unfortunately, my parents split up when I was a teenager. And of course, when I say not that my upbringing or my childhood, because the first 10 years of my life, like I said, it's no secret, grew up in a house with no indoor plumbing for the first 10 years of my life. So, and it is what it is. I don't blame my parents or anything. It just is what it is. My parents did the best that they could. Unfortunately, mom and dad didn't make it. They split up. Dad had some issues with that bottle that he couldn't let go. But that also, as a child, and I didn't realize it until having a conversation. I've talked about this, I call it having a conversation with a stranger. That brought up daddy issues that didn't even realize I had bottled up, and carrying that along with some other childhood hurts and pains. And like I say, my environment, my immediate circle, didn't let that stop me. I was the first to go to college for my family and graduate, and I'm proud of that. And if you're the first, be proud of that. But like I say, if I'd have let my environment or my surroundings, if I would have just stayed in tune with that, then of course I probably would have dropped out of high school, had 2 or 3, 4 kids, if I had stayed with that. But I didn't, and I thank God for having that desire for more. And of course, that led me to go to college to get the good job. Pimp your pain. Yes. Okay, Dr. V, I see you were listening when Emily, I see you were listening, because yes, that's what she says. Pimp your pain and make money from your pain. Pimp it and make your money. So, and everybody has a story. But what I'm saying, and I'm not saying just to spill the tea, because trust me, I don't want to be on here sharing my story, but I'm sharing my story in hopes that my story helps someone else. Maybe you had, it's regardless of your upbringing, your past, or even your mistakes. Like I do a post, you're not your mistakes. So we've all made mistakes. And as we continue to live, we're going to continue to make mistakes. But we are not our mistakes. We're not our past. We're not what something happened to us. We're not that. That's not us. It's just some experiences that we've had. And it's getting through that and past that and getting to the point where you can use your pain from a place of empowerment and not as a place of entrapment, and I think a lot of us may be in that entrapment of our past because we are not able to let it go and heal from it. And that's the thing, and also, like I said, is that going on through those things, the emotional hurt, pains, and baggage that rolled into teenage years, that rolled into adulthood, even though I went to school, graduated in 4 years, got the good job, but I was also the first to leave that good job because I had a desire that wouldn't go away. It wasn't the money. So when you have that desire, and especially you see this a lot in corporate America, it sucks your soul if you're not careful. It sucks. And of course, as I've said before, we are creative beings. It is a part of our DNA. And unfortunately, unless you just got that great corporate job, your creativity dies because you are set in this role doing what they say, unless you got work for a firm that's maybe is an artistic firm or something like that, or marketing or something like that. But your creativity is sucked up, and but we have to create. And I would say, and I'm not saying go quit your job or whatever, even though I did that, but no, quit your job or whatever, but find some way to express your creativity outside of your job. Because if you don't, you will really be unhappy and unfulfilled, because we are creative. It is creative beings. It's part of our DNA. We belong to the Most High Creator, God Himself. And that's in our DNA. We are meant to create, especially women. We are meant to create, and we have this extra power, extra oomph, for lack of a better word, in creating. We can create at the drop of a dime. We create, with the help of man, yes, we create babies, but we're that creative person, and we can create so much. And that's why I always say you have the power to create the life that you desire. The key thing is getting out of your own way and getting past the past. If you get through the past, and that's what I say, everyone has a story, several stories actually, and your story, one of those stories, or if not several of those stories, is meant to be told. But like I say, going through and not healing myself, building all of that emotional baggage and all hurt and pain and all of that had me thinking in my own mindset. Of course, I serve as a mindset and purpose coach, but all of that had me in wearing the mask. As I've talked about this before, I wore that mask where everything was fine. Outside looking in, you would thought everything was great. Even my closest friends and family did not know that I was not all right. But I was good at saying I was all right when I really wasn't. And at one point, my own messed up mindset and emotional baggage that have carried, had me thinking that my only way out was ending my life, and like I say, I've shared this before. That was my lowest point in life. Thank God I didn't take that option. So for the ladies that are saying you're okay and you're really not okay, stop and seek help. Stop. It's okay to get help. It's okay to be vulnerable, and get it, get that help, professional help. If you don't, a trusted friend or pastor or whatever, seek professional help. That's what therapists, they're licensed therapists, all throughout. That's what they're there for, that's their business. So get that help and stop saying that you're okay when you're really not. And it's okay to not be okay, instead of pushing yourself and wearing the mask and possibly getting to the point where I was. Like I say, fortunately, I didn't take that option. But that was my mindset at one point. And, and that's what I say, my own limited thinking. And that's when I also decided, praying and asking God to help me. And I didn't want to take that option because I didn't want to do that to my family. I thought about my mom. I didn't want to do that to her, or to my family. And I didn't take that option, but I still had issues. I still didn't work on my mindset right away. And all of this was while I still had that good corporate job. So if you're messed up internally and full of emotional baggage and hurt and pain that you have not released, no amount of money, no amount of good job is going to help that. And then on top of that too, what is your money story? We all have one. Mine was of lack and scarcity. And that money story comes from, as remember, for those of us that was in I Dream, I Achieve, where Clay Green asked about, what did your parents do for money? How did you see them with money? What did you hear from them about money? That's where our money story comes from. And of course, my lack, scarcity. And until you recognize that and connect the dots and start working and changing your money story, that's going to show up in your life constantly. And the key thing, though, is to connect the dots and realize that that is where that is. But the great thing is you can change it. Our minds, as I say, our minds are our most valuable and powerful asset. It works against us or it can work for us. It all depends on how we utilize it. So if we're not taking control of it, because we have that power to take control of it, it will work against us. it will cause you, like I say, take you to your lowest point. It will cause you having to be thinking all kinds of crazy thoughts as well, when that may not necessarily be true. You know how you ever experienced where, you got some friends or somebody, you see somebody talking, or you thinking like, oh, they talking about me, or this person talking about me, or whatever the case may be, and that person, you probably may not have even crossed that person's mind, but that's your mindset, and that's your ego, your pride, all playing as tricks on you, keeping you over here. And especially if you're that independent girl and staying on your island, because I was, and I've talked about, there's nothing wrong with having independence, but don't be that so strong independent woman that you say, I can do it on my own, I don't need nobody help, or I can figure this out. Because I was that person, and I stayed on my island. I really didn't ask people for help. I stayed on my island, and because of that, I stayed struggling. I stayed, struggling and straining, when all I had to do was come off my island and open my mouth and ask for help, get the help, because help is available. There are truly some people out here, they really want to help you. There are people that really want to see you succeed. So connect with them and surround yourself with them to succeed, to accomplish your goals. I say, if your immediate circle, find a way. If no one in your immediate circle is about that life, or wanting to change their life, or constantly evolve, then expand your circle. And with Facebook and social media, we can do that easily. So you may not have someone locally, but virtually, with the internet, you can do that. Connect with someone, because there are people that that wants to see you win. There's not I know we see it though, that we're tearing each other down. We don't have to. And that also is mindset too, because there is abundance for everyone. There is abundance for you. There, as is Oprah, there's abundance for you, everybody. Abundance for you, abundance for you, abundance for you, abundance for everyone. But we have to believe that. We have to get past the limiting beliefs and that limiting thinking that, you can't make it. There's, otherwise if you make it, there ain't gonna be none for me. No, there's abundance for everyone. And not only that, what God has planned for me is for me. You can't take it. Only person can screw that up is me. And that's not being obedient. And the same thing for you. Only person that can screw that up is you. Because what he has for you is for you. But now if you don't ever step up to the plate and seek after those things that he has for you, seek after your purpose, ask him for your purpose, step up and start evolving as a human being, then it's just going to die. Your dream is going to die. That desire that's in you, the desire that I said that I know you probably have that's in you, if you don't step up and pursue it, you don't act on inspiration, you don't act on the ideas, it just dies with you. So don't let your dream die with you. But like I say, going through that, yes, I resigned from my job. And what I would say, the only regret, and that's the only regret that I really have, I didn't have a plan when I resigned. So I would not tell anybody to do that. And then also, you can pursue your dream, you still on your 9 to 5, and it all starts with here, shifting your mindset. You see a lot of people that they're hating on their 9 to 5. Start shifting your mindset. And how can you use your 9 to 5? And then not only that, you have that 9 to 5. God allowed you to have that 9 to 5 to experience, create. That's another experience. So what knowledge, what training, what experience have you gotten from that 9 to 5 that can help you with this, help you with your dream, your vision? Think about it. Write it down so that, okay, it's like, oh, I got this from my 9 to 5, but this is perfect for my dream, my vision. This experience is perfect for my dream, my vision, this knowledge. And granted, at first, I was trying to throw all my years of experience out of the window, and I had almost 20 years of experience, and I was trying to throw that out the window. And it's like, wait a minute, why are you doing that? You put in this time, you have this experience and this knowledge. Take what you got and apply it to your business. You're great at project management. You worked on, multi-million-dollar projects, implementing those, being the lead, the IT lead. Of course, my background is information technology, been the IT lead and working with the business and implementing projects successfully and on time, and most of them under budget for a Fortune 500 company globally. It's not just here, but you all in Belgium and Singapore and other countries, and you worked on that. You've managed all of production support. You've done support. You do problem solving. You're great at it. Analytical skills. So it's like, why are you trying to throw all that away? That gets helpful in my business now, which of course is a mindset and purpose coach, and helping women to truly heal her soul so that she can unleash her, walk in her power and purpose, and create her extraordinary life by design. And that's why I say 2018 is really no more living by default. It's time to start living by design. So that's the tea, a little bit of the tea, like I say, not every little detail, but a little bit of the tea about me. And that's also how Journey to Best Me came about. It actually came about as a personal blog of me starting my own journey of becoming my best self, and living my best life. It started as a blog, personal blog. Of course, what was that? I think about 2012, the blog died. And the thing is, sometimes we can allow our dreams to die. So if that is you right now, I'm asking you to breathe life, speak life into your dream. God gave you that dream for a reason. And it's bigger than you think. You have what you need. If you've been following me, you see these posts. I post it all the time. But I'm here to tell you, God has given you what you need to start right now. And breathe life back into your dream. And then I thought about it when I resurrected Journey to Best Me. I was like, wait a minute. I really want a business. That was one of my things. I really want a business. And at the time that I started back in 2010, I wasn't for sure what kind of business. Going back to, like I say, I didn't have a plan. Wouldn't advise that for anyone. And when I resigned from corporate America, of course, people thought I was crazy because it was still in recession. But I went to work for a nonprofit, build a whole curriculum, me and my best friend, because she has the same degree, information technology, but teaching at a nonprofit, teaching computer programming at a nonprofit, teaching that training, computer programming training. So, and my best friend and I built the curriculum. So I was over that. So it's like, okay, and that's the thing. Sometimes we forget our accomplishments. Sometimes we forget all the things that we have accomplished. And that's why you see me, I've posted it and I've said it before. Don't forget to celebrate. Every week, I normally post it on Saturday. I posted in my group on Saturday. Celebrate, even if you did not accomplish your goals for the week, don't forget to celebrate. Celebrate all that went right that week. Celebrate all the good that came into your life and all the good that you gave out. But as I said, I was like, wait a minute, I want a business, and I want a business helping women. I knew that. I wasn't really clear about it when I resurrected the blog. So I was, well, instead of a blog, I want to turn this into a business. And as I've evolved, of course, Journey to Best Me has evolved. And like I say, I'm a mindset and purpose coach. Journey to Best Me, we offer services. As I say, my key goal is to help women who are ready to heal her soul, unleash her, walk in her power and purpose, and create her extraordinary life by design. And it's, what is that extraordinary life? What is your dream? What is your vision? Is it to launch a business? Is it to change career, or is it just to find out what is your purpose? Everybody's dream, everybody's vision is different, but the key thing is to heal your soul. As I said earlier, move from that past. We not stay entrapped in that past, but use the past as empowerment so that you can live your dream. Make your vision a reality. And that's Journey to Best Me. Like I said, we offer, of course, one-on-one with me. Coach, got other services, got a group program, but I'm revamping that program as well. Of course, got other free resources. I think you're going to post one, probably already posted, and that's the weekly goal achiever planner that I've talked about. Of course, got the 5 simple strategies to help make you a priority and start, creating your best life now. You don't have to wait. We don't have to keep putting off. And it's 5 simple strategies. Those free, also, of course, offering a free 60-minute Unleash You strategy session that you can schedule at any time. And all of this is on my site. Got a service for every particular level that you're at. And like I say, you're starting out, You got that, like I say, the 5 simple strategies. Paid service, I have the Unleash You Walk in Your Power and Purpose Toolkit for less than the price you would pay for lunch or dinner, $14. Now, you may not see that directly on my website. So if you really want that or interested in that, like I say, that's to get you going on your own. Just if you're watching now or the replay and you want that, and like I said, that's the Unleash You Walk in Your Power and Purpose Toolkit for $14 that you can get started mapping out, and asking yourself, what do you want for your life? How it helps you to get clear, gain clarity on that, and map out and create the roadmap of where you are and where you desire to be, so you can actually create an action plan, and create a action plan strategy to help you go from where you are to where you desire to be, and that you do on your own as well. Also, like I say, even up to the next level, you want a little more involved, I got my 30 to Life. You may have seen, if you've been following me, you see me advertising that, 30 to Life, promoting that. 30 to Life, it is 30 days. You commit to 30 days, as they say, forming a new habit. Most people say 21 days. We're going to take it 30. 30 days of deep, thought-provoking questions to help you gain clarity, to help you map out your roadmap, your life map. Also support accountability, because you're working along on those 30 days. You're working with me, and also on top of, so it's not that you're going through it by yourself. You're working with me. There is a support group, so a Facebook group that we have. So as you go through each day, of course, you can post in the group, get support, accountability, and then on top of that, you also get a one-on-one session with me. So it's not like you're going through the program and then you walk away with nothing. I don't want that. I've seen some programs like that. So that's why I added the one-on-one with me. So once you go through that one-on-one that we have, which is an hour, we make sure you have your next action step, a plan with your next action steps to take you from where you are to your next level, because each level, it is a process as well. So you don't go from 0 to 100 in one shot. If it's a miracle if most people do, but you don't go from 0 to 100. So you're not going to go from where you are to where you desire to be in one shot. It is a process. There's levels. I've heard somebody say there's levels to this shit, but it is a process. And then as I posted a video, because I have a video on my YouTube of how to let the process build you and not break you, because there is a process every time you up level your life. And the key thing is, if you don't work on this, you're going to drown in that process, because this is crucial. If you don't start working on this, and I'm talking about your mind, your mindset, your most powerful and valuable asset, if you don't start working on that, you will drown in the process. Like I say, in the next level up, my Woman Emerge bundle. So that takes you up a little level. And then, of course, as I say, one-on-one, I will be rectifying, completing revamping of the group program as well. And then introducing maybe some more self-paced programs, training as I go along. But that, in a nutshell, is Patricia, Journey to Best Me, how Journey to Best Me came about. We're here for the woman who is ready to heal her soul, unleash her, walk in her power and purpose. That's the T on Patricia, me, and Journey to Best Me, and how it came about, what we offer, who we're here for. Like I said, I'm not here for everyone, don't want to be, but that is who we're here for. So like I say, if you're watching this, may not be for you, pass this on to someone who you feel may need it, or need as well, or who this is for. So make sure you share this out. And then, as I said, sharing the 4 key pillars from my book to help you go to stop living by default and start living by design. Of course, the first pillar, when you think of pillar, you think of building blocks or foundation. You always need a strong foundation, of course. And in the book, as they say, the first pillar is getting clear. And you have to be clear about what you want. If I'm asking you now, Stephanie, Emily, Tammy, are you clear about what you want? Do you have that defined? Do you have that written out somewhere? What do you want for your life? And to keep from being overwhelmed, especially if you're just now thinking about this, but to keep from being overwhelmed, think about Or maybe, ask the question, what do I want my life to look like within the next 6 months or within this year, 2018? It could be that time frame. So if you don't feel, if you keep yourself from getting overwhelmed, trying to create that long drawn out picture, ask yourself, what do you want your life to be for 2018, the next 6 months, or this year? Let's just say this year, we have 9 months left in this year, so that's the first step, is getting clear. And then not only asking yourself, what do you want, but why you want it. And the reason I say the why is crucial, because as I say, it's a process. You will be tested. And there's no way around it. You can ask pretty much anybody that's gone through pursued their dream, living their dream. It's a process, and you will be tested. Things will come up to see, are you really sure you want this dream? There will be days when you want to, like, what the fuck am I doing? Excuse my language. What am I doing? Okay, I'm about to throw in this towel and go back to where I was before this. Those days will come up. So if you've experienced that, raise your hand, say yes, because it's a process and you will be tested. And the thing is here, an understanding that you will be, but I look at it now as it's bringing out what's already in me, what God has put in me. And as I've shared before, for every experience, ask yourself these 3 questions. What is the lesson? What is the opportunity? And how can I share it to help someone else? That third question, as I call it, the secret sauce, because when you shift from yourself, we are selfish human beings by nature. When you shift from yourself, that shifts your perspective as well. So once again, for every experience, no matter is bad or good, ask the 3 questions. What is the lesson? What is the opportunity? And how can I share to help someone else? So ask those 3 questions, and that's the first pillar, getting clear. Second one, we should probably have guessed it by now, and actually I think it probably should be the first, is I call it start within, but it's getting your mind right. If you don't do anything else, or if you don't take away anything from this live, start working on your mindset. Start working on replacing limiting beliefs. Write down your money story, and then look at your money story. Look at your life experiences with money and see if they coincide. But like I said, the great thing is you can shift and change it, and it starts with your mindset. That's why a daily mindset practice is key. So if you don't take anything else away, create a daily mindset practice to help you start strengthening your mindset. As I said before, it's a muscle, and it needs to be strengthened and worked every day. Unlike the regular muscles in our body, you've heard, don't work the same muscle each day, consecutive days. But in this case, our mindset is a muscle that needs to be worked every day. And that is via your mindset practice. I know Clay Green, meditation, journaling, gratitude, you can add some more stuff in there as well. I've shared my daily mindset practice. If you're interested in it, it includes those things. And as he said, consistency. Even myself, I admit I fell off and I wasn't consistent. And I can see where that has caused some issues. I admit that as a mindset coach. I admit that. But the thing is consistency, having that practice daily. And the key thing is blocking out the time to have it in the morning. As I said before, you can make it you can make your practice as long or as short as you need it to be. But key is also doing it first thing in the morning as well. That helps you set the tone. That helps you, prepare for your day, shift perspective, put you in a better frame of mind. I know prior to me doing mine and working, when I worked in corporate America, okay, so I'm always hitting that snooze button, running late. And I'm not going to lie. There was toward the end there was days that I just didn't go. And I look back on my journal, because I keep a journal, and I was like, there's been weeks since you worked a full week. And the reason I could do that, my director, the person I directly reported to, lived in another state, worked in another state. And I was going to work, grouchy every day, cursing every day. Toward the end. That's how bad it had got. And I shared an office with this guy, and I caught myself, luckily, And I had to apologize to him because I was cursing every day, like I say, late, or sometimes I go to work and come home for lunch and not go back until the next day. That's how it's like, oh my God, I got to do something. This is just not working. I got to make a change because I'm totally unhappy. But anyway, so that start within is all about getting your mind right, getting your mind right. That daily mindset practice to help you replace limiting beliefs, to help you set new habits, help supporting habits, habits that help you to be your best self, to stop living by default, to start living by design. Pillar three is accountability. It's accountability to yourself and accountability to others, but more and having someone to hold you accountable too, because let's face it, trying to hold yourself accountable day in and day out is hard, because there's just too many opportunities to put things off and so forth. So having that accountability, but it's holding yourself accountable. You can do that. I just shared a live the other day, using your smartphone to set timers, to set alerts on your smartphone, whether that be, if you have a theme, if you've seen theme or focus word or mantra for this year, you can put that in there. And when you see it, it should spawn you to do a quick reality check. Okay, am I focused on my theme? Am I in line with my theme? Or, as I said, that I ask myself, I have words or keywords that pop up certain times throughout the day. I also have a question. What am I thinking? Because I want to make sure what I'm thinking is in line with this right here, my dreams, my goals, and not that I'm that, and that's a quick way for me to check in. Okay, and my thoughts, what am I thinking right now? Is it something negative or just way out in left field? Or am I pissed off about something or complaining about something? What am I thinking? So this is the opportunity for me to connect back with myself, get centered, and course correct, and make sure I get my thoughts in alignment with my dream, my vision. Because as they say, thoughts do become things if you're constantly thinking about those things. And that works that way, whether it's positive or negative. But most of us, we've already seen where thoughts become things from a negative standpoint. So that's the accountability. So the last one, which we probably can all guess, is take action. Action, action, action. That is the sauce. There's no, and I've shared this before, personally, to me, there is no secret to success, however you define it. And actually someone just in my group asked, can you define this success outside of money? Success, you define success however you define it. And the key thing is to define it for yourself and not let others or society define it for you. But action, that's what moves the needle. That's what makes the vision a reality, is action. And here's the thing. There is a difference between action that's helping you move forward in your dream and just busy action or busy work. Action that is geared toward moving the needle, that helps you be productive. That helps you to become a finisher. That helps you to get shit done. That helps you to build momentum. Being busy, and so many of us, and like I said, catch myself, being busy, we ain't get nothing done. We ain't moving no needle. But yet at the end of the week or end of the day, we're like, man, I've been doing this, this, and this, and I ain't got nothing done. How many of you have said that? Have you been guilty of that? You're doing all this stuff, but you really ain't got nothing done. Could it be a possible case of we're being busy, but we're not moving the needle on our dream, on our vision? So we want to take action. And as I've shared before, there is a thing, or you may have heard people call inspired action. You get that. To me, when you connect, it's the level to this shit. Yes, it is. It is levels to this shit. You get the inspired action. And most of us get inspired action if we make room for it. That daily mindset practice, that opens you up. I know, as I've shared on my practice, there's a piece where, I go over my beliefs, sing them out loud. I visualize the outcome of one of my goals, what I want for the month. I visualize that. And then the last thing I do is I ask a question of a higher power. That's God. That for me, that's God and his son, Jesus. Not that I'm pushing religion on you, but I know we all believe there's a higher power. So however you define that, like for me, that's God and his son, Jesus. And I asked that question because I truly believe we are divinely supported and protected. So at the end, last thing on my practice, I asked the question. Well, sometimes I ask a question. Sometimes I say, I'm just here to listen, and I just be still and focus and just breathe and focus, you know. Normally on my phone, I have the Calm app, and no, I'm not getting paid for this. It's CALM, the Calm app. And while I'm doing it, I listen to that because they have music, they have nature sounds. And if you have not heard this before, listen to something with water. I'm rereading a book, Write It Down, Make It Happen. And she talks about, her name is Henrietta, and I can't think of the last name, but she talks about writing by water. There's something about water that just is soothing, releasing, and we'll be surprised how we write. So write by water. Of course, I don't live by water, so I use the Calm app to listen to water. But like I say, the last thing I do is I ask a question, that outcome I just visualized. I ask the question, what is the next inspired action I can take today to help me accomplish this goal? That could be one of the questions. That's one of the questions I ask. Sometimes I don't even ask a question. I just say, I'm here to listen. What do you want me to know for this day? And I think we've all heard, or God, what do you want? What will you have me to do today? What message do you want me to bring today? So it's those things. So you don't necessarily have to ask a question. You can, and that's just an example. That's some of the things I do. Or you can just say, I'm here to listen, and listen for a couple of minutes. And if you get anything, please, please, please write it down. You should have a journal or a notebook when you're doing this to write down your thoughts. And the key too, if you don't get anything, don't beat yourself up. You may get it when you're going throughout your day. And that's the key to, as you continue to do your daily mindset practice, you get tuned in and turned on to you. So as you go throughout your day, when an idea comes up, write it down. So have some notebook, or like I say, use your phone. You have notes on your phone. You have a notes app. Write down what you got. If you don't have a notebook, write it down, because that's inspired action. That is divine guidance. That is, divine inspiration. So write it down. I've already shared where I got an idea. I didn't act on the idea. I talked about it for a minute, but I never acted on it. And someone else got that same idea, and now they have a patent pending on this idea that I got back in 20,000. I think it was 2011, I think. I got this idea and I didn't act on it. So how many ideas have you got that you haven't acted on it? And then maybe someone else has gotten that same idea and they took action on it, making bank, moving on, and you kicking yourself. Because I kicked myself when I saw that. I'm like, wait a minute, that's the same freaking idea that I got, but I didn't take action on it. So make sure you're writing it down. And some of your ideas, you're not going to be able to take action on right away, but make sure you write them down and determine, when can I implement this idea? So those are the 4 key pillars. Start getting clear. It's all about clarity. Not only what you want, but why you want it, because your why becomes your motivation when shit start happening. When you're going through that process, your why keeps you in the game. It keeps you getting up when you don't want to get up. It keeps you going when you want to give up. Start within. It's all about our most powerful and valuable asset. Get it right. Get it right. Work on it every day. Get it right. Accountability, holding yourself accountable, as well as being accountable to others. If you're interacting with others or you're meeting with others, be accountable. Value your time, value their time as well. And last but not least, the key to it all is action. That is what makes it happen. That's what makes it a reality. And I've just talked about not only the action that you know to do, but also asking the divine action, the inspired action, and implementing it when you get it. It may not be right away, but implementing it at some point in time to help you make your dream, your vision a reality. So that's the 4 key pillars to help you go from living by default to living by design.
put them in place. Let me know how they work for you. Let me know if you need additional help. Like I say, got resources. You go to JourneyToBestMe.com. Got resources pretty much, I think, for every level, or no matter what level you're at. Like I said, the only thing that you won't see is the toolkit directly. I have to send you that link. So if you want the Unleash You, Walk in Your Power and Purpose toolkit, drop me a note, a comment below. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Like I say, share this out. But that is the T on Patricia, who I am, and who what is in Journey to Best Me, what we're all about. Of course, I'm the creator of Journey to Best Me, so that's what it's all about as well. And those 4 key pillars to help you stop living by default and start living by design. Because that's what it's all about. Because in the end, when you think about it, we got one life. Why continue to live unhappy, unfulfilled, miserable, day in and day out? I know we've all seen the meme on social media. We're not meant to work and pay bills and die. That's not what God wants for us. That's not the life. It's time to live life, enjoy life, share your gifts, share your talents. God gave them to you. He gave it to me for a reason. And the ultimate overall reason is to help serve someone else. That is the ultimate purpose. So if you're struggling about what is your purpose, I've said it before, stop beating yourself up about your purpose. It is not something that's outside of you. You don't have to go find it, but it is something you have to discover because it's within you. And if you're not sure, ask God, ask yourself, spend quality time with you, alone, quiet, quality time with you, journaling, asking that question. And then the key thing is to start living, to start doing what you love. What are your passions? Write that down. What do you love to do? What makes you happy? And start doing more of that. And as you start evolving as a human being and start and doing and taking action and living life, your purpose will evolve, and eventually you'll roll right into it. And you'll be like, wow, man, you'll roll right into it. So if you're beating yourself up about what is my purpose, I know I was when I first started my journey, what is my purpose? I was on this, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? And it's not something that's outside of us. So, and it's great how some people do know their purpose right off the bat. And then there are some people that struggle with it. But like I say, stop struggling, start living. Start doing what makes you happy. Start pursuing your passion. Start being creative, expressing your creativity. Find ways to express your creativity because, like I say, that's in our DNA. So, and start doing, and it will come to you as you evolve as a human being. Because when you start your journey, I know when I started my journey, I had this dream or what I wanted, but it has evolved. And it's more of making sure that I walk in my power and purpose. And at the same time, I get to live my dream. What part of my dream was have a successful business that helped women, that offers support, accountability, to help them to heal. Especially, there's that woman that was in the place where I was, at the point where her mindset, her mind and emotional baggage got weighing her down, as Erykah Badu is, that song, Bag Lady. You go miss your bus carrying all those bags. It's time to drop that. Drop all those bags and start living your dream, your vision. So once again, thank you guys for rolling with me. Like I say, let me know if you're watching the replay, push #replay. Let me know, share this out for someone else to get this message, to get this good tea. So share this out. Once again, thank you guys. I hope you have an awesome and amazing rest of the evening as well as the week, because this is the start of a new week. As I say, this is Success Sunday. So how will you set yourself up for success? If you haven't already, I know Mr. Ajinga Carr called it Schedule Sunday. I call it Success Sunday. It's all the same, but basically prepare yourself today for the week ahead. How are you going to prepare? How are you going to set yourself up? Schedule out, plan out, and schedule all that you need to make this a very productive and successful week for you. I pray that you guys have that. Love you. Thank you. And good night.